Ah, hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. I honor the divinity in each one of you. Thanks for sharing this time and this space together. Having a conversation about being present for our own lives. I think that's remarkable. I love that we are talking about that this year, that we are having this experience, that these conversations have led us to this. We are here in this community every single day. We are in year 6 of these daily conversations. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. Thanks for being here. Please visit zenfulconversations.com so you can get on my mailing list and uh, share more. Share more. This year, we're having a conversation about being present for our own lives, and I just think it's incredibly joyous. I love that we're talking about that. I love that these messages, these daily readings, have led us to talking about being present, to talk about awakening. I love that. I absolutely love that. Who would have known 6 years ago when we started these daily meditations that it would grow into this? The first year, we read Melody Beattie, the Journey to the Heart. That was phenomenal. That's what prompted me to share these messages because they were fantastic messages. And I know the value of daily practice. So one, it kept me accountable, and two, it brings others along. That was our first year. The second year, we read The Mindful Year by Dr. Seth J. Gillihan and Dr. Arya Campbell Dinesh. The Mindful Year. And that was really great because that was the year of the COVID shutdown. And those mindfulness messages every day were very anchoring, very anchoring. And then we're like, okay, let's do living the law of attraction. Living the law of attraction is what we did to follow third year, living the law of attraction. And we had multiple books, so many, too many to even mention. There were tons of books utilized that year. We read from this, we read from that. We've been doing guest speakers. I'm not sure exactly when that started, but I know we had a lot of them that year talking about energy and frequencies, and it was just really great. And I think we realized at the end of that year, going into year 4, we needed some self-discipline, baby. So year 4, I can't believe we did it. We had a conversation on self-discipline every single day of the year. You know how powerful, how badass is that? For us to actually show up for a conversation about self-discipline every day for a year, it was wonderful. Changed my relationship with the word. I'd always had an issue and resistance wrapped around, and not even a friendly feeling wrapped around this discipline word. But that year's conversation got me to realize that it's the ultimate act of self-care, self-love. So that was really great. Year 5 was last year. Last year, we went through the book Thriving as an Empath, and that was offered to us by Dr. Judith Orloff, and that was really good. about self-care on this energetic level, because many of us are empaths that are in this community, and it's about taking care of ourselves on this energetic level and more, because that's our vibration, that's everything, right? They've all wrapped up into this one beautiful book now, the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. This is our final year, our final book. We will still be here, but it's not going to be the same format, so I'm not exactly sure yet. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, New York Times best-selling book, described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. By being present, ladies, indeed. And the message we are offered today, this day number 2067, is titled The Way of Individuation. Individuation. The Way of Individuation. 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 Sorry for fumbling that up. Far out at sea, a tuna fleet surrounded a group of spinner dolphins swimming over a school of tuna, catching them in a gigantic net. Small, powerful speedboats circled the animals, creating a wall of sound that disoriented and terrified the dolphins, who sank down silently into the net. Only the movement of their eyes showing signs of life. But when a dolphin crossed the cork line at the edge of the net, it knew it was free. It burst forward, propelled by powerful wide tail strokes. It then dove, swimming at full speed, down and away into the dark water, only to burst from the surface in a high bounding series of leaps. Geoffrey Moseif Masson. This dolphin moment reveals a recurring sequence for us as human beings. Confined against our will, or even sometimes confined with our own consent, we go lifeless as we feel the need for space. Feeling confined, fearful, not sure where the edge of the net is. This is the depressive, confusing struggle that always precedes freedom. But like these magnificent dolphins, we know the instant we are free, as an inner power overwhelms us, and we are compelled with joy to explore the deep, which gives us the grace to break the surface. Bounding briefly into a oneness that is hard to imagine. This whole process describes in a moment of what nature what Carl Jung called the way of individuation. How a divided individual sorts through their deepest confinements in order to pursue a wholeness of being. If we have a call, it is to outlast the net so we can dive and break surface. This reveals a recurring sequence for us as human beings, confined against our will, or even sometimes confined with our own consent. We go lifeless as we feel the need for space. Does that make you think of anything? Did that resonate at all? Feeling confined, fearful, not sure where the edge of the net is. This is the depressive, confusing struggle that always precedes freedom. We know the instant we are free, an inner power overwhelms us, and we are compelled with joy to explore the deep, which gives us the grace to break the surface, bounding briefly into a oneness that is hard to imagine. The meditative exercise that we are offered today asks us to center ourselves. Let's take a moment. Center yourself and imagine your spirit, visualize your spirit as a powerful dolphin. So picture your spirit as a powerful dolphin. Breathe fully and try to feel the net that is confining you. So let's hear that, feel that again. Center yourself, breathe, soften, and picture your spirit as a powerful dolphin. Breathe fully and try to feel the net that is confining you. Bring into view the edge of that net. Then ask yourself, what must you do to swim past that net? We know. This is our inner knowing we're talking about. We know. I think we do. And if we don't, I think it's because we're not spending enough time with ourselves to hear, to feel, to be. It's just my thoughts. I think we know. So center yourself and visualize, picture yourself, your spirit as a powerful dolphin. Breathe into it, feel it, and try to feel the net that is confining you. And we all have that, a net that is confining us somewhere in some fashion. I would say so anyway. But bring into view the edge of that net and ask yourself, what must you do to swim past that net? What a great, great meditation. Something to sit with, something to journal with, something to contemplate. What must you do to swim past that net? You are the only one that knows. Deep breath. Let it in. Smile. Thanks again for sharing in this space and sharing this message this year. In deep gratitude. Namaste. We'll see you tomorrow. Please visit zenfulconversations.com and sign on up for the mailing list. Namaste. Namaste. See you tomorrow.